don't think this is talked about enough, so I just want to get some things off my chest.
Hey Shelby Bells, it's Shelby. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Shelby. I'm the crazy cat lady of the drama community here on YouTube. I bring you the tea 7 days a week with the help of my investigative research team, Mr. and Miss Kitty. Miss Kitty is the brains around here and Mr. Kitty is the face, which sometimes means that he brings us a little bit of clickbait. It's easy to forgive him because he's so cute. So if you like cats and you like tea, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget that all Shelby Bells ring the bell.
Okay, let's get into this drama. Mr. Kitty, you just know the drill now. Mr. Kitty just knows when I sit down here, it's time to come on, it's time to turn it on. When I tell you, this is my little attention whore, he really is. He really just is. And he's sitting here face front in front of the camera. You guys, making his grand debut back on the channel after his little sickness that he had. You guys, Mr. Kitty is adjusting really, really well. Also, Miss Kitty is doing great as well. I ended up changing their food. We're gonna get into the drama in a second, so if you don't like to hear about the cats and all of that stuff, then skip forward a couple minutes, because you guys always know I always start with a little bit about the cats and what's going on with them and everything. But so if you guys did not hear, Mr. Kitty got sick last week. It was last week. And I had to take him to the emergency vet, and he ended up having crystals in his bladder. Very expensive, unexpected expense, but you know, my baby deserves it, and he deserves to be completely healthy and well. So part of, you know, him getting better and being healthy now is to change his food. And so the doctor prescribed me some food, and she also gave me a list of some over the counter, like stuff you can buy off the shelf in like Petco or PetSmart. You can't buy this stuff at like Target or like Kroger. So I got to go to Petco or order it off of Chewy or something now. But it's this stuff to kind of like keep his, it's like called a UR food or something. It's like for his urinary tract or whatever. Anyway, it's from a brand that just uses a lot better ingredients in their food. So for I'm using Royal Canin for the wet food. And then I'm using the Purina Pro. So not the Purina or the Purina Plus, whatever, not the teal bag or like the regular like green bag or whatever. I'm using the like black and like a little bit of blue bag of the Purina, and it's like $50 for the big one. And so they're eating that, and then they're eating the Royal Canin wet food. And there's just a significant difference in the cats. And like, I always thought I didn't feed them trash. I didn't feed them like Meow Mix or Friskies. You know, I fed them like what I thought to be like pretty like mid-range food. Maybe not like completely free range, you know, like the best organic, all of that, because I don't even eat that, girl. But what I was giving them was like your mid-grade food, you know, the stuff that like I would eat if I ate cat food, what I would probably eat on the daily. But the difference in their energy levels and just them is pretty significant just from switching to this other food. And it's only been a week, and I'm excited. Now, does that mean that they are a little bit more like annoying cats sometimes? Yeah, like Mr. Kitty's government name is George. He likes to jump around, do all the things, and so he is back to doing that. You know, and Miss Kitty, she loves to chat, and she's very vocal. So she has been really like just searching for the attention and very vocal and like chirping and all that stuff all the time. But you know what, if it means they're feeling good and they're feeling happy and healthy and they're playing with each other and loving each other, and it's just a good thing. So the food's more expensive, but it's you know, it's worth it, I think, for the babies. So you guys watch those ads to help me pay for their expensive cat food, girl, because now their cat food is like, you know, pretty pricey, just being honest. So yeah, so I was actually about to go for a workout downstairs at the fitness center here, and I was gonna do my arms and my arms today. Look at these, I need to get rid of these flabs, and just like kind of work on my, Mr. Kitty, don't do that, baby, don't do that, baby, no, because you're gonna accidentally unplug it, honey, don't do that, don't rub up on that thing, Mr. Kitty, you love wires, but wires don't love you, baby, wires don't love you back, I love you back. I love you back, so you should, oh, here we go, here we go. You can't see him, but he's down here being so cute. No hurting my legs. Ow! Okay. He does not realize how sharp his claws are, I swear. Okay. So I was getting ready to go for a workout downstairs. I'm going to be doing my upper body stuff today, my back, my chest, and I'll probably throw in some arms there just because I am focused on kind of getting rid of this flab here. So I'm incorporating more arm stuff on days I normally wouldn't focus on them. I started thinking about something yesterday as I was going into the gym. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you'll see that I posted this like mid workout yesterday, like in between sets. I posted a statement that basically said, I always think it's funny, or really annoying, like funny annoying, you know, when your fit friends or your friends that are super in shape, maybe like, you know, always in the gym, or like super intense with their diets, or like really you know, just in really great shape, because we all have friends like that are just in super great shape. I always find it a little annoying and like almost kind of insulting that when I tell them that I'm going to the gym or that I work out or whatever, that they always try to chime in with their advice or opinions to me about what I need to do for my, you know, stop, don't do that, baby. That's not good for cats. For my fitness journey, for my health journey, for my body, right? And I always, and I don't know, I feel like these people, when they do that, I feel like they want to appear like they're coming from a place of concern, that they want to help, they want to offer some, you know, advice, whatever. But the thing is, like, if you don't ask for that advice as someone who is like maybe in like less great of shape as them, or bigger than them, or even smaller than them if you're trying to build muscle or whatever it is, if you're not considered in as great of shape as the person that you're giving the advice to, I honestly, like, I just don't think it's your place to interject with advice on something no one asked you for. I just think it's kind of rude, and in a way, I think it's kind of like a read between the lines way of them saying like, I look better than you, I am better than you in this aspect of my life, so you need to listen to me. And I don't know, I feel like maybe they might be trying to come from a good place, but I feel like deep down inside, the core root of it is them saying like, I know I'm better than you at this. I know I look better than you. So listen to me because I know, and you clearly don't because you don't look as good as me. And that's just simply not true, I would say, because here's the thing about me. I don't like to go into things that involve my body without doing ample research on what is the best thing for me. So when it comes to my fitness journey and my health journey and working out and weightlifting and all of that kind of stuff, which is primarily what I do in the gym. I weightlift. I do cardio too, because I know the comment section will be flooded with, well, girl, you should cardio too. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. You're doing what I'm telling people that I don't want them doing. I have done ample research, and I continue to do ample research and study and watching videos and learning from professionals online as the best way to help me do this. I have not gone and gotten a physical trainer yet, simply because I don't feel like in 2022 you necessarily need an in-person physical trainer if you have the discipline to do it yourself. If you can watch videos and you can focus on maintaining your form and doing things the correct way as you work out, and focus on those things and make sure you're doing the right, I feel like you don't necessarily need or have to have a personal trainer to achieve the fitness and health goals that you want to. Mr. Kitty says, I know, Mommy, you're doing a great job. And thank you, Mr. Kitty. I know I'm doing a great job. I've been working. Well, the truth of the matter is, you guys, I have fallen off a little bit on my fitness journey and my health journey in general. Mainly the health journey part. Like, I just stopped eating well for a little bit. For about a month and a half, I just stopped really eating very well. And I was eating a lot of fast food, which I had stopped for a while. I was eating a lot of fast food. I was indulging in a lot of sweets, and I just kind of fell off a little bit. And, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It kind of started to scare me a little bit. And so I'm like kind of trying to reevaluate my relationship with food a little bit, because I felt myself hiding it from people. Like, I would, you know, literally order Uber Eats a bunch of freaking fast food, sometimes even like from 2 different places. And I would just like eat my edible, get super stoned, and binge out on fast food, but then claim to people in my everyday life that I was eating super healthy and clean and all this. And I feel like when you start lying about the things you're eating to the people around you, that's kind of an issue and a problem. And it doesn't necessarily mean that like I'm binging and purging or I'm not eating or whatever, but I feel like when you start to hide anything about yourself pertaining to how you eat or what you eat, when you start hiding that from people, I feel like that's like the start of something that could be potentially a little bit dangerous. So I'm saying it now. I fell off. I was not eating the best. I fell off, you know, and there was even like, when I would run out of protein shakes at the house, because every Saturday and Sunday morning when I work brunch at work, I drink a protein shake for my breakfast, and then I'll eat lunch like midway through the day. And I was literally just saying like, watch, because he wants a treat. And so he's up there sniffing around in them, and he better not try to open that or knock that over. I promise you, he better not try. And so, but what I would start doing is I would start like going through Whataburger, which is a fast food restaurant here in Texas, on the way to work, and I would get like a large Diet Coke with it. And then at work, I would just say that I got the Diet Coke and drove through because I didn't have any more Diet Coke at home. And I would lie about having the food that I ate in the car on the way to work. And I feel like when you get to that point, it's kind of not really the best route to go down. And I feel like that's when you could be on the verge of potentially having a problem. So I'm noticing that was happening with me, and I'm stopping it. I'm just making better choices, right? So I'm kind of struggling for cash right now, and the holidays are coming up, and I still want to make sure that I get everybody that I care for presents and stuff. So I'm like sacrificing for myself around here, and that means eating at home a lot more, which I normally eat out quite a bit, but that's gonna be healthier for me as well. But the thing is, I can't really eat everything that I want to because I'm washing my money. So like I've been eating a lot of pasta around here, but trying to make the pasta in like the most healthy way possible, if that makes sense. But it's cheap, and like I feel like when you are trying to balance like eating healthy and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, but also you don't have a lot of money, like sometimes you have to outsource things that are just like, not outsource, but sometimes you have to purchase things that aren't necessarily the best for you, because quite honestly, the truth is that they're just cheaper. Like rice is super cheap, pasta is super cheap, and there are things that are cheap, like eggs and stuff. And I feel like you can just do like a variety though, with stuff that's a little bit less healthy for you, like all those carbohydrates. So I'm not gonna lie, like one of my meal preps was pasta based. I made pasta, you know, and do I feel great about that? No, but I do think that it is a better alternative to eating out, despite the fact that it's pasta, because I could control what went into it. Anyway, I'm kind of like rambling on, but I had somebody, let me get back on track with the rant I was talking about. I guess this whole thing is kind of a rant, but and this isn't just happening with one person or two people, this happens consistently whenever I mention to somebody who might be somebody who's in the gym almost every day, or might be somebody who is really, really careful about what they eat. Whenever I mention to them my journey that I've been going through, I always get a ton of unsolicited advice. And for me, what that says to me is that they're looking at me and saying like, oh, you really need my advice because I am so much better than you, so let me tell you what I do. And I just think that that's super annoying. I think it's really annoying. And I just thought I should say that. I just wanted to come on to a video and say that, because here's the thing. If someone's not asking you for your opinion or for what you think or for advice on any kind of situation, and this goes for anything in life, not just this situation, if no one's asking you for advice, please don't give it, because it's just like there's just no need to input your 2 cents and advice into how somebody lives their life if they're not asking you for it. And you could be offending somebody and not be realizing it because you're just trying to help. But like if I don't ask you, or if someone doesn't ask you, then just leave it alone, I think. And maybe just like be like, hey, like maybe we should work out together, or hey, like, you know, we should meal prep together sometime, or whatever like the thing is. But you don't have to be like oh, so you need to start off with doing this and make sure you're only doing these kind of exercises and these are more important than that, and cardio is equally as important. Don't forget your cardio, but diet is everything. And then when they start spieling off these whole things to you and stuff, it's just like, do you think that I don't know? Are you looking at me as someone that's bigger than you, because I am probably bigger than these 6 super fit people? Are you looking at me and are you saying that you're a lot bigger than me, or you're in not as good shape, but you have more body fat percentage than me, so you must not know at all what you're talking about? Because that's not necessarily the truth. Like, I just might be not as far along in my journey as you are. And I think in my case, that is the situation. I only took this health journey seriously now for about not even a full year, maybe close to a year, but not even a full year. And when I started this, I knew I was not going to completely deprive myself of the things that I wanted. Mr. Kitty, I can see you. The camera's telling on you, baby. Don't eat the tree. Okay. He is so distracting, I promise. You are such a distraction to me, my baby. You are, baby. You just are the biggest distraction ever. I told myself I'm not going to completely restrict and limit myself from the things that I might want to do. If I want to have something that might be a little bit sinful or not necessarily like the strictest on my diet every once in a while, I'm gonna do that, because here's the thing, I don't want to burn out on my diet. I don't want to give up on it. It's a lifestyle change for me, which means that sometimes you're going to like fall and then you're gonna go back up, and as long as you're kind of generally going like this, you're good. Or in my case, if you want to lose, then you're going like this, right? So I think I've done damn well for myself the past year. I can feel it in my body, how strong it's become, and definitely the difference in how it looks as well. But really how I feel is so good. And I think that is what matters, you know? And so I guess in a nutshell, if someone doesn't ask, don't offer or solicit your advice, because they didn't ask. Even if you are a professional in that situation, if you're talking to somebody as their friend and they didn't ask for your advice, just shut up and don't give it to them. And if they ask, then you can feel free to do it. I don't know. That's just my rant on this. I don't know. This isn't really a drama video, you know, but it's a rant of sorts of things that I feel in my life. So I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to work on these arms, work on this upper body today. And yeah, let me know your comments on what I had to say in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And by the way, I'm not looking for any advice. Okay. And aside from that, it's going to be it for today's video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel down below. Don't forget to ring the bell so you're notified of all my future videos when they do post. Remember that all Shelby bells ring the bell. And yeah, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, YouTube should be suggesting a couple more down here for you to choose from. So I'd love it if you did that. And aside from that, I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.